Hello, everybody. It is the American Doofus Show. Do not be a doofus. I'm your host, Barry Welsh. Thanks for watching. As always, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the program. We're going to be talking this episode once again about Grandmaster Jay and the NFAC. For those that may not have heard, Grandmaster Jay was indeed arrested by the FBI and is being detained, waiting arraignment. And there are other programs, other shows, other people that are going to be talking about the demise of the NFAC, the demise of Grandmaster Jay. And just as we've been doing from the beginning, documenting the NFAC and Grandmaster Jay, we're going to talk about the truth, and we're going to talk about how things really are, and we're not going to do a whole lot of speculation. Now, I've had some people, quite a few people actually, reach out to me on both sides. Those that think this is the demise, and those that are curious as to what's going to happen with the NFAC without Grandmaster Jay. First of all, don't jump to the conclusion that this is going to be an NFAC without Grandmaster Jay. Don't automatically assume that Grandmaster Jay is going to be going away for any amount of time. There's no need to, if you're an NFAC member, there's no need to freak out. This is a temporary situation, and life itself is a series of temporary situations. If you think about it, just something to think about. So it's temporary. How long will it be? That's yet to be seen. But if it is extended, don't you imagine that Grandmaster Jay had a plan? This is a guy that plays chess. He doesn't play checkers. This is a very intelligent and thought out individual. Now, did he make a mistake in Louisville by being on the street with a flashlight attached to the end of his gun and pointing it at people on the roof? He didn't know who they were. They turned out to be federal agents and LMPD. Yes, that was a mistake, but it also happened back in September. It happened the night before the Kentucky Derby. It happened right after Grandmaster Jay spoke in Jefferson Square, Breonna Taylor Park, Injustice Square, whatever term you want to use for the park at 6th and Jefferson. That has been and continues to be the heart of the protests against the injustice in the Breonna Taylor case. And that injustice we documented on here, just as we documented that night. Now, in the live stream that I showed that day, I did not have a shot, a video shot of Grandmaster Jay doing anything wrong. What we did have that night was Grandmaster Jay speaking to the crowd, and then Miss Rosie, who is the queen of the square, if you will, taking exception to Grandmaster Jay being there and to the NFAC being there. And we showed all of that. We just did not have Grandmaster Jay doing anything wrong. And it wasn't, if we would have had it, we would have had to show it. But our live feed ended before the incident happened. However, it was caught in still shots, and I imagine there are video as well, but I've seen the still shots of the reason for the arrest. And again, we talk a lot about chess and checkers on here. Is this chess? Is this checkers? And we need to ask that question about the federal government right now. Is this chess? Is this checkers? Is this the government playing chess and This is the first move to stop the movement, cutting off the head so the body will die, as is often used as an analogy in situations like this. Or is this checkers? Is this the government saying, we're messing with you just so that you know that we know you're there and what you're trying to do? Only time will tell whether it's the government playing chess or the government playing checkers. Why now? Why right after the election? That's a question that we need to dwell into and dive into. We need to look at why now. There are going to be those that have conspiracy theories that it's because Trump lost and that Grandmaster Jay is an agent of Trump. There are going to be those that have conspiracy theories that this is just the beginning of taking down every black gun owner. There are going to be a lot of conspiracies. And again, like I said in the very beginning, don't buy into anything. Wait and find out what actually is happening and what has actually happened. Don't pre-react, so to speak. Is this petty? It seems like a very petty charge to me. It seems to me like it's the government saying, hey, we're playing checkers. We're messing with you just so that you know that we know you're there and we have an eye on what you're doing. We'll find out, as I've said before. I don't think this is a publicity stunt, as someone wrote. And again, I don't generally divulge the names of people that send me information or emails. I don't think this is a publicity stunt to try to raise awareness of the NFAC. There was a question about Grandmaster Jay using toy guns in Louisville. And is this charge trumped up? And I don't know about that. Again, I think this is pretty petty. The timing's questionable, but as Dave Lackford said in the last episode, the federal government, the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, generally takes their time and garners as much information as they possibly can about any potential suspect. And so it could just be a coincidence that it's happened right as it appears the Trump cult is falling apart. And I think that's just exactly what it is. From the beginning, I've never believed that Grandmaster Jay was an agent of Trump. There are some videos that I do question, but at the same time, as I've said before, political motivations are different. When you're in politics, you do things for political reasons that you might personally detest, and I'm of mind that could have been what happened with Grandmaster Jay. Now, I don't know. I'm just speculating. So there are a lot of things that have happened and are happening, and we're going to monitor them, and we're going to report on them, and we're going to bring them to you just like we've done since the beginning. It's not the only focus of the American Doofus Show. I've talked about this a lot, but documenting an historic movement from the beginning. We are the only ones that are doing that. So again, thank you for watching, as always. And I want to end with this. There are those that don't like Grandmaster Jay. There are those that do. There are those that don't trust Grandmaster Jay. There are those that do. And this program has never been about telling you what to think or how to think. It's been about giving you things to think about. And I want to end by just saying that whether you like him or not, whether you agree or not, Grandmaster Jay has been, and I believe will continue to be, a voice to so many people that have so long needed that voice in the communities of color. And while he is a polarizing figure, you can't discount his intelligence, his persona. We'll just say that. And it's been really quiet from the Second Amendment people. I called out to, and I'm calling out to, I'm not calling out like fighting or anything, calling out to the angry Viking. I'm calling out to the 3%ers, the Oath Keepers, the Second Amendment, the diehard Second Amendment people. Is this any different? Because it's a person of color. You got a 17-year-old kid in Kenosha, Wisconsin, killing 2 people and permanently disabling a third, and he's labeled a hero. And now we've got a person of color that didn't shoot at anyone, was pointing a flashlight. The flashlight just happened to be on the end of a gun. But as Dave Lackford said yesterday, you consider the circumstances of that weekend. The Angry Viking and the Angry Viking followers and the NFAC led by Grandmaster Jay and National Guard and national militia or national media, as well as militia, all in the same place at the same time. You're going to be on high alert, and you're going to want to know who's up on top of a building looking down over you and what their intent is. So you shine a light on it, bring the thing into light. And that's what I imagine happened. And without thought that it would be considered a threat to law enforcement, as he had worked so closely with law enforcement. So wanted to get all that out there. And I thank you all. I love you all. You know that. Those of you that send emails, keep sending them. Those of you that message on the Facebook page, keep messaging. Those of you that comment in the comment section, keep commenting and keep coming back. We're going to be talking about this. What happens now? What happens next? We're going to delve into all of it right here on the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. I'm your host, Barry Welsh. Thank you again, as always, for watching. And once again, I'm going to ask you to please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to help support the show, become a member. There's 3 membership levels. Any help's greatly appreciated. It really is. But you know that and it doesn't change your, all it does is give you a little more access. So consider doing that and helping the show. It's $2.99 a month, $2.99 for the entire month for the basic level. And I could use the support, to be honest with you. I'm going to be flat honest with you. You know, we don't sell a lot of t-shirts or coffee mugs or ask for donations a lot, but help's always appreciated, and we'll be doing it regardless. So don't think you have to do it. If it's on your heart, please consider doing it, because it would help me out and I could use the help. Who couldn't, right? American Doofus Show. Be a light in this dark world. I'll be back tomorrow. Not exactly sure what time yet. We may have a late Saturday night show. But until the next time, it is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Love you all. Peace and prosperity and blessings and healing upon each and every one of you that need it. Until next time, I'm Barry Walsh.